All right, what's up guys? VV back with another video. And in today's video, it will be a little bit more of a beginner-friendly video. We're going to be doing a tutorial on how to use TCGPlayer.com. However, before you leave, if you're a veteran player or someone who's intermediate level to veteran, you might want to stick around for a little bit to make sure you know how I buy bulk. Because for everyone out there listening, there are really two ways to play trading card games other than just using someone else's cards or trading and things like that. Number one is people will buy boxes and try to get all their collection in that way, which is not always the most cost efficient. Hey, sometimes you bust open an alt art that pays for the whole box, and that's awesome. Absolutely. However, some people can't afford to take that risk, and what they will do is they will buy singles, and that's what we're going to be focusing on in today's video. So guys, that is the focus for today's video. Like I said, we're going to be talking about how I buy bulk. I think it is the most effective, the most efficient way to buy bulk on TCGPlayer.com. So my apologies to the international listeners. Hopefully Card Market has a similar feature, and if it does, maybe someone can mention it in the comment section below. But for today, we will be focusing on TCGPlayer.com. One more thing I want to say, don't leave just yet if you're an international listener. We will be, at the end of this video, maybe you'll be able to just skip past this part, past the TCG Player tutorial, and just go straight to the end of the video, where I'm going to be showing off a one-piece TCG game on the sim of Purple Yellow Pudding versus Zooro. That will be a lot of fun. Okay, I've gotten a little bit ahead of myself, but let me go ahead and break down the video now so we can dive straight into this. First things first, we're going to be heading over, we're on TCGPlayer.com, right? We're not going to be doing a sim game, or excuse me, not a sim game, a lab game or anything like that in today's video, or an art critique. We're going to be staying focused on this TCG Player tutorial. That's the first thing we're going to do, is I'm going to show you guys how to buy in bulk. Because a lot of people ask me, guys, like at the, I mentioned it in my Market Watch video, my most recent Market Watch video, and a lot of players asked me, how do you buy in bulk? We're going to cover that in the first part of the video. Then we're going to talk about what it means to optimize your cart and how to do that, and why you should absolutely always do that if you're using TCGPlayer.com. Okay, and then we'll end off on the sim, and we'll end off on the sim showing a game off of Purple Yellow Pudding versus Zooro. Okay, all right, guys, you know what you're getting into. Let's dive straight into it. I will have everything linked down in the comments section, or excuse me, I'll have all the timestamps in the general description and any relevant links or deck lists down in the comment section. Speaking of links, I will have an affiliate link if you don't mind clicking on that, guys. If you don't mind clicking on that when you make your next purchase for on TCG Player, I have an affiliate link that I have set up. I'll have that in the comment section and the general description of the video. All right, guys? All right, you know what you're getting into. Let's dive straight in. Now, first things first, here we are right on the front page, right? I just clicked on, this is just, boom, you click on, if you type in TCGPlayer.com, here we are, right? Here's the first thing you're going to do. Now, I will say this as well. This video does not necessarily pertain to only One Piece TCG. If you play Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Lorcana, One Piece, Digimon, Flesh and Blood, and whatever else is available on TCG Player, you'll probably have the same feature. Okay, but let me just explain for One Piece, because that's what my primary audience is. But just know, if you play Lorcana or Flesh and Blood or Magic, you should be able to use the same system. And it's all based on this tool right here. So at the very top here, do you see this, guys, where my mouse is? I'm going to click. Do you see the circle appearing? Right here, we're on, we're on Digimon. Let's move over one. We're on One Piece. You'll click on the game that you play. You'll click the down arrow right here, and this square should pop up for any of these, right? If you're doing Flesh and Blood, it should pop up for Pokemon, whatever. And the thing you're going to focus on is this square right here called the price guide. You're going to click on price guide, okay? I clicked on it. We're waiting for it to come up, and oh, what's this? I'm sure a lot of people who mess around on TCG Player have never seen this before. But this is your absolute most critical tool for buying everything you need. Okay, so we're in the product line of One Piece. Again, if we needed to, we could change to any. So here's all the games available to do this price guide for. I'm not going to go through all of them. We just need One Piece for this example. So that's what we're on for the product line. And now we need to find the set that we're interested in. The set that just came out is all the way at the bottom. And make sure you look for one thing real quick, guys. This says pre-release cards. We're not interested in that unless you are. If you are interested in that, by all means, click on that. But we're mainly focused on two legends. Just by itself, not with the pre-release card thing on there. Okay, so you're going to click on two legends, and you're going to hit go. So far, so good, right? Now, My affiliate link should send you straight to this page. It should send you straight to right here where we're looking at currently on the screen. And then this is where you need to be. First things first, if this is your first time clicking on this, yours might not look exactly like this because I have sorted them by number. What does that mean? Look at this number right here, guys, like right where my mouse is, right here where it says OP02. That's a special card, an SP art card ace from OP02. Skip past that and go down to OP08001. Okay, look where we're at, guys. OP008001. Why are there two of them? Because there are also parallel alt arts in this game, right? So if you're like me, I'm going to show you guys how to buy bulk, all right? Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click this square at the very top left corner. Y'all see that, guys? At the very top left corner. And look at this. Oh, we have a new option available. This is a very important option. Bulk actions. Very, very important. We're going to click on that, and we're going to turn everything into a 4 of quantity, so we'll be able to buy 4 of every single card in the set. Now, don't click add to cart. Do not click add to cart yet. Click update quantities, okay? I clicked it. We're just waiting for it to, and there, it was already that fast. Sorry, guys. I was waiting for it. It's waiting on me. It's already done. You click update the quantities, right? Now we have to go through and do some things, right? Well, first things first, I do like to collect the Dawn cards here, but I only want one. I always collect just one of each of the new Dawn cards that come out. So, hey, I'm going to click 1 on each one of these, right? I'm going to go down to 1. And then I would wait a second before we add to cart, guys. We don't want to do that just yet because watch this. We don't want, okay, I don't want. If you do, again, make sure you buy what you want to. I'm just going to show you how I do it, guys, so that I have every single card available to me about 2 to 3 weeks after the release of every set. I buy entire play sets at a time where I don't have to buy, you know, $200, $300, $400 in boxes. I'm just going to buy every single card in the set as singles through a bulk buying system like this. Okay, so I'm going to take off the Portgosti Ace. I don't want it. And notice how the items went down. So 603, right? If I click on this, it goes back up to 607. I'm taking Ace off. I don't want that. I don't want the special Charlotte Pudding. And I don't want the Luffy. Now, let's make our life easy. I'm going to teach you guys a quick trick if you're using Windows. I don't know how this would work for Mac users. If you know, put that down in the comment section below. But if I hit Control F on a Windows computer, that will bring up this right here. It is a search bar at the top left. We're going to type in parallel, P-A-R-A-L-L-E-L. Excellent. So there are 25 of them. Okay, here's Tony Chopper parallel. I don't want that card personally. And look at this right under it. There's a Marco art. I don't want that one either. Now we're going to go straight down the list and take off every single parallel art card. Dr. Kureha. There's a Carrot, the leader, and Carrot, the character, have alt arts. And we're going to keep going down. I don't want Pedro art, alt art. Here's the Newgate one. And some of these you might want, like I said. And hey, you know, another thing, if you're a collector, while I'm just going through and sorting these guys and getting rid of all of the alt art ones, if you're a collector, you might want one of every single card. Well, I've got good news for you then. Your life is going to be very easy using this system then, because you just hit add one. Instead of changing the quantity like we did, just add one of every card. Just have it stay at 1, and you'll be able to add to cart at the very end. I'll show you guys, you know, be patient. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay, so here is alt art Pudding. Here's alt art Lin Lin. And I'm just kind of going through this now, guys. This part's kind of boring, but hey, we got to do it to get all the alt arts off so we can decrease the price of everything. Okay, there's a Jack, there's a Queen. Here's Calgara. Okay, we've got Bonnie, Nami, almost done. Only got 6 more, guys, and then we're going to be done. I know this seems like it's taking a little bit of extra time, and hey, if you're faster this than I am, then hey, by all means. Okay, real quick, with the secret arts, or excuse me, with the secret rarity cards, I would be very careful. Now, understand, Kaido Lin Lin is very cheap at $5 a card. I'm leaving that on. But Rayleigh, I'm taking off the manga, I'm taking off the parallel, and I'm taking off the actual base rarity of the card because I'm going to trade for that later. Because notice the price, guys, it's $21, and that's not crazy. It is a secret rare, okay? However, I don't want to pay that currently. I will mess with that later. And that's typically how I do this with every set. Okay, now we're at the bottom here. I don't want the special art stuff. All of these are special arts. I'm just clicking them off. And now we're done. Now we're done. Okay, let me just go through it one more time. So I'm going to make sure everything is clicked off that I don't want. All the parallels. Yep, I'm just looking at the box right in the middle, you know, right on the side of the screen. All of these are checked off, checked off. Just keep on going down, guys. 15, 16, going just straight down the line. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any of them. Okay, and yeah, pretty sure that's it, guys. Oh, I'm going through it again. Okay, we're already done. All right, let me go back to the top here. Now that we're here, let's go back to the bulk actions. And now we can add these to cart. Hopefully this works this time. Every now and then, I will say this, guys, for those who are who might be wondering, every now and then this does not work properly where I have to do it again. And then it works usually, right? That's all. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. Let me go to all of the leaders real quick. So Chopper, I only want one Chopper. That's all I need is one, right? Marco, I only need one. Now this is saving probably like 50 cents, guys. But hey, I'm at least going to show you guys how I do things. This is saving such a small amount of money at this point, but why not? You don't need the extras. Leave them for the sellers. Okay, no blue leader. It's red, blue Marco. We already went through it. King, we'll go down to one of these. I think I have a purple, yellow pudding. Right here, we'll go down to one. And then we should have one more under yellow, Calgara. And we will drop him down to one when we get to him. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's all of them. We have everything we need now, right? So we'll go to bulk actions and we're going to add that to cart. Okay, now we're done. Make sure you do this at the very end, not at the beginning part. We're going to add all of this to the cart. Okay, and it should item, like we're waiting for it. Boom. Okay, wait for it to say, don't move from the page yet. Okay, guys, wait for it to say 457 items have been added to the cart, or however many you needed, however many you were trying to do. Now we're going to click on the cart. Give it a second. It's going to load all this stuff in, guys. It's going to load everything in. Okay, and check this out. At first, it's saying, "Man, this is going to cost 280 bucks. Man, that's a little expensive, isn't it?" Yes, it is. Do not hit checkout. Do not hit checkout. Hit optimize. Okay, now we're on the optimization thing. Here's why it says that. Notice we have we have 71 different packages. Look at this. On this guy here, whoever this is, TOHKNEE is the seller, or Ghoul TCG Shop. Notice here, guys, you're $5 away from a discounted shipping with this seller. Here's the most incredible feature, other than what we just saw with the bulk buying. Actually, this might be the most incredible feature, to be honest, is this optimized feature right here. Watch this. $280, guys. Remember that. $280. We're going to hit optimize real quick. Okay, we're going to optimize. We just want to keep the current printings. If you want to get fancy and try to figure out what all these do, be my guest. I'm just trying to keep the current printings. That means just the stuff we just looked at. Hit optimize. It's going to take a second. You know, this is real time. I'm not speeding this up at all, guys. This is real time. It's up to 33%. We're just waiting for it to do what it needs to do. 66%. And there we go. There's our new total. Now, if you're feeling, if you're absolutely on a budget, the option on the right is the best one. It is the cheapest option. However, you're not dealing with top-rated sellers. That's not the end of the world, because here's the thing. If they mess up your order, you still have 100% protection through TCGPlayer Safeguard. They're going to give you the money back if something happens. But if, you know, let me say it like this. If you spend the extra 12 bucks, I'm just going to say it, guys, and, you know, this has to do with convenience. If you just choose to save the little bit extra money here using verified sellers, I seriously doubt you're going to have any issues with your shipping and handling stuff. It can happen, but I'm just saying, I usually try to stick with the verified sellers. But hey, if you're trying to, like I said, if you're trying to be as cheap as you can be, which is not a bad thing, I'm not making fun of anyone. You know, everyone has a different budget. I would click on any seller, we'll hit select this cart, we'll let it update the list, and boom, now we're ready to check out, okay? Now from here, you would hit checkout. Let me just click something real quick. I'm gonna hit checkout. It's gonna try to make me log in. Okay, let me go back, guys. I'm not gonna log in and do all that stuff right now. Just know this, you'll hit checkout, and then one more fee we'll tack on the end there. It will be taxes, and that will put you right under $200, I believe, or right around $200. Now, with that in mind, please don't get mad, guys. Now that I have shown people how to do this feature, I'm sure a lot more people will start using this feature. And of course, at first, that will drive the price up within the first month of a new set release. However, over time, it should go down more and more. But guys, that's basically it. What's the time? Okay, we're not even 15 minutes in this video, guys, and we're almost completely done. We're basically completely done. And I just want to mention again, so now that you see how to do it for One Piece, you can do this for any game. Let's just click on Magic the Gathering. Okay, here's Duskmorn. Now, didn't this just come out? I'm not going to click on this one. Guys, if it just came out, the prices will probably be crazy, and wait for TCGPlayer to work out the kinks. But let's just choose like, oh gosh, I don't know. We're going to use this one. We'll use Lorcana. All you do is you click on the price guide for whatever game it is you're interested in. You go to that line, you select the set you want, and hey, look at this, guys. Are you coming into the game for the first time? Well, maybe you want to go back to the first chapter and then get cards that way. And again, all you have to do is sort by number. Whoops, I already had it sorted. Whoopsies. Now I've messed it all up. There we go. So you can sort it by number. See right here, guys? 1, 2, 3, and it goes straight down. And then from here, you would do the same thing with any game that you play. And that will allow you to buy things, you know, in bulk. And what did that take us, guys? For me to explain the tutorial and walk everyone through it, it took me less than 15 minutes to do all of that. So once you get used to it, the first time's always the hardest time, right? Because you're going to be like, wait, what did the video do? You might go back to reference the video and check it out like that, and that's fine. You know, and that could be very annoying, I understand, but that's usually as much as it takes, right? Now, one thing I do want to see real quick. Let me see something real quick. Y'all give me just a second. Not this. Let me click on this. I will have the link in the comment section and the channel description, or the general description or something. And here's all you'll have to do is click on it, and it should take you to right here. You ready, guys? I just copy pasted it. It should take you. Hopefully this works. Let's see. Boom. This is more for my One Piece players, but look at this, guys. When you put it in, when you click on the link, it should take you straight to the page we were just talking about. Remember, you click the top left corner, and then you click the amounts you need. Just remember, guys, when you're doing this, the bulk actions, do not add to cart until you are finished, or you'll have to restart, right? Which happens. Hey, it's not a big deal. What did it take? Like we said, like 3 to 5 minutes. But still, you know, just trying to save everybody some headaches. And like I said, if it doesn't work the first time, you might have tried to rush through it. Let it do its thing. Like, let it fully update your cart if you interrupt it. I have noticed that's when it messed up the first time that I tried this. It only gave me half my order because I tried to click straight to the cart before it had fully, like, itemized the list. Okay? All right, guys, that's it. Okay? And that's why I wanted to have one game on the sim for, you know, for anyone who is interested in One Piece. For people, you know, for people who might be watching this video just to know how to use TCGPlayer, because I will probably have a very generic title for this video. Hey, if you're interested in checking out how One Piece looks, I'm about to show you right now. Okay, guys? So that's it for the tutorial. Thank you guys so much. Please do not forget to use my affiliate link. If you do not mind, please use that. I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, guys? Now, let's go ahead and hop into a game on the sim. Let me bring up this page over here real quick. Y'all give me just a moment to get set up. I'm a little bit behind now. Okay, not used to doing this style of video, right? This was a little different for me. But okay, so the first game, or the only game we have here, let me turn the volume off, and I'll change my camera in a second. Speed on 2x. So this is a very tough matchup for Pudding, and I want to talk about this. I've had people ask me about this, and people say it's kind of, not that it's unwinnable, but that this is a very, very tough matchup for Purple Yellow Pudding going against Zooro. And here's the bottom line. Yes, it is. Just straight up, yes, it is. It is a very tough matchup. But I'm going to show you guys one way of potentially dealing with it. However, this will always come down to the cards in the deck. We'll show the deck list at the end of the video. This will come down to how you play the game. This will come down to your player skill versus your opponents and any kind of tech choices you guys made for your decks going into whatever you're playing against. Now, let's hop into this game real quick. I already checked, right? Volume's off. Speed is on 2x. We're good to go. Okay. All right. So here we go, guys. Now, this is the key. These cards you see on the board or in my hand right now, Pudding and Sparrow are the key to dealing with aggro. Playing out bodies. Now, he didn't even have a turn 1 play, and that is very good for us. He might have the event, who knows, but hey, I don't know if he expected me to swing again, but I'm not. He's going to swing for 5. You always take it if you have Katakuri in hand to do the ramp. Watch this, guys. Now, I did go second, or no, I went first, excuse me. So this turn here, I'm going to be on 6 Dawn. I'm going to go to 7 and then 8 Dawn, and we're going to go from there. But the most important thing is having these bodies on the board to attack into their board. We don't want to attack their life. We can remove their life with our 10 cost, you know, big characters as Pudding, right? Let's go into their board. Okay? Even if we don't care their characters, that's okay. So right here, we're going to ramp. And now we're going to swing 5 into 4. Does he want to give me a 2K counter? He does. Let's see if he wants to give me another one. I'll swing 5 more into 4. And right here, I'm going to play out another body, another Pudding, to do a top search and get something that might help me later. It ended up just being a 1K counter. The blockers are very good in this matchup as well, guys. Cards like Viola and cards like Sanji. Sanji's pretty decent as well, but I don't know if I'm running that card. Like, not the 2K counter Sanji on the screen, the standard Sanji, the 4 cost 5K. Well, I guess standard for me, the 4 cost 5K trigger blocker. Okay, so because I have characters on the board, this guy's trying to go for them, and he's very smart, because guess what? If he swung at my face, I'm going to counter out too. I'm countering out of whatever he's attacking into right now, and if he attacked in my face, I'd counter out as well, and I'd be able to attack to his board next turn. Because I have a 6 cost 7K, a 3 cost 5K, and 2 little 1 cost 2Ks, which I can swing into that bear with very easily. Okay, let's see what they do here. They play out another blocker. Very smart, but here's the thing. I'm going to swing 3 into 5 first. I did get a Tinlin here, and this is a very well-timed Tinlin, guys. This is very well-timed. They have 3 cards in hand. Look what we just trashed from the top of their life. A 3 cost 5K chopper. Seems good. We just went up a life. And, guys, I still have a 2K, 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 and 2 1Ks in hand. I have 8K in counter in hand, and I've got some pretty big characters on the board here. So I do counter out of that first attack. I'm trying to get him to stay into attacking this character. That's fine. Now I think we should let it go because we can't save it anymore. I just needed to get out of one of those attacks to force more attacks sideways. Okay, so he attacks into me. I get a 9 cost Linlin. That's another key to winning this game, guys. The 10 cost Linlin is good for finishing the game, but the 9 cost Linlin, watch what it does. Okay, I have a very obvious turn right here. We're going to swing 6 into a 4 because that's very hard to counter out of. He would have to give me 2 cards from hand or an event. It looks like he's thinking about using an event. He is. He just used the event. He lets the card go. 12 into 5. He'll probably block out of this. That would be very smart. Okay, if he lets it go, that's very surprising to me. But I guess he did not realize. Pause. Let's pause for just a second and talk about the board state. Here's what he was scared of. Because I did not give my opponent any information, I have 9 Dawn active. Like, for all they know, if he blocks out of this and loses the chopper, well, I can just load up 4 on each one. Or excuse me, I could load up, 4 and 5. 4 on one pudding and 5 on the other, and just smash into his board, and he's going to have to get out of a 6 and then a 7. That will be very hard to get out of. He might be able to get out of it, but the point is, he only has 2 cards in hand, right? So he was so scared here to block out of this. He's like, you know what? You can have that chopper because I have another one. But I've got bad news for him. He's not going to have that other chopper for long, is he? Okay, we swing 12. He lets it go. I have to go Dawn -1 and trash a card from hand. So I gain a life. Yeah, I keep the 1 cost card so I can search for more Linlins. And I push his chopper back to life. Now, guess what? Anything he turns sideways... I have 4 life, by the way, still. Because I've been countering out very aggressively and putting bodies on the board. Anything he swings at my life with, I'm going to KO, right? Okay, so there's... Now, that is the last card that I wanted to see there, is that 10 cost Linlin, the Kaido Linlin. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It's good into other matchups, but not into this one. I guess it could be good, but at that point, you're so far ahead, like, you were probably going to win anyway. In the rare situation that it would be good, you'd be in so much, you'd be so far ahead, it'd be crazy. Okay, so I go ahead and take that. He's going to swing in for, what is this going to be, 8 right here, or 9 maybe? It's like, hey man, whatever you turn sideways is gone. I hope you're well aware. Anything you turn sideways is going to get taken out. Now, right there, I think, could I have actually saved that? I don't think I could have. Hang on one second, guys. So he did -3,000 to the, he did -3,000 to my 12K Linlin. I can only get to 13 now. I can only go +4 to get to 13, so I do have to let it go. But that's not the end of the world. I do think that was pretty smart of him to do that. But at the same time, look what we just top decked, by the way. Okay, so let's go 5 into 4, I think, right here. Let's see what he wants to give me. If he wants to give me a 2K counter, that's fine. He doesn't, and now he's in really big trouble. I play out another 10 cost Linlin, and we're going to go from here. Now, let me explain how this turn would have gone if I did not do it in that order. I would have actually used the 1 cost, if I had not top decked a 10 cost Linlin, I would have used the 1 cost search in my hand here, either of them, actually. The pudding, I wouldn't have used the pudding, though. I'd kept the 1K counter in hand. I would have used the 1 cost event searcher, and I would have looked for another 9 cost Linlin. The 9 cost Linlin is just priceless in this deck. Like, it's so important, or excuse me, in this matchup. It is just so important. It allows me to get his character out of my way. I get to gain a life, and then I get to, put down a 9K body. It's very, very important, getting their bodies off the board. Now he's pretty much looking at a 2-turn clock, right? Maybe even a 1-turn clock. Can he get out of all of my attacks next turn? I don't know. I don't actually know. He's going to load up 1 Dawn on his leader, which will give all of his characters plus 1,000 for the turn. But he has no characters currently. He swings in for 9. Okay, that's really bad news for him, right? This is really bad news. He swings 10 into 9. You're not getting that card. That kind of told me he's scared he's going to lose the game. But here's the thing. I'm still not in any rush, right? Because I have 2 life, and I'm about to gain another life. So let's go ahead and swing. Yeah, 6 into 5 is the absolute right answer here. We'll swing 9. We'll swing 12. If he gets a trigger, it's going bye-bye. We're going to play this. He didn't get a trigger. We'll gain a life. And the nice thing about 9-cost 9-Lin, is that you don't have to push one of their characters back to life. You can just gain the life and say, okay, your turn. And this game's over, right, guys? There's literally no way we can lose this game at this point. I don't care if he has 2 more Kitten Killers in hand. I will get out of one of them, right? I can actually just get right out of it. It doesn't even matter. I have 3 life. So even if he has 2 Kitten Killers in his leader attack, we still go to 0 life. Okay. Dragon, very powerful card. He's probably going to go for my 9-Lin. That would be the best option here, I guess, technically. No, 13 into 12 is not going to do it, of course, and that's going to be GG. Very nice. Let me tell you guys right now, I've seen a lot of lists that are running the Hakai Sovereignty. I don't think you can do that. And I'm just trying to be honest. Let me go ahead and bring up the page real quick. Let me bring up all the purple and yellow cards. We'll let this load in while we're looking at the list. There's that loading animation, and my head's not in the way where y'all can actually see it this time. All right, there's the purple cards. Let's get the yellow cards now, too. We'll just watch it one more time. So cool. I love that. I don't know what it is, guys. It's just such a comforting feeling. I guess maybe it's because I'm on the sim all the time. Seeing something like that cozy picture of the boat going across the ocean there, just awesome, especially with how the clouds are. It just looks excellent. Okay, weird random tangent, right? Sorry, guys. But okay, so this is the list I was messing with. There are some things that can move around. This is not a set-in-stone list. This list is not set in stone at all. But one thing I want to mention is this. If you're having trouble with Zooro, I've seen a lot of people run Sovereignty. Let me see. This card right here. Hakai Ocean Sovereignty. Here's why I don't like this card. Dawn -2. Activate main, it's a main Dawn -2. If your leader types Animal Kingdoms or Big Mom, we are Big Mom Pirates, KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 2 or less. That might seem good, but guess what? We already have a play on 6 Dawn. It's this guy right here. So I will say this, maybe there is a world where we drop down 2 of these for maybe 2 Hakai Ocean Sovereignty, so we have a higher chance of getting this card, because it is searchable as well. I will at least give the credit there. But here's my concern. We don't want to just sit on 6 Dawn, because I legitimately think this is the best card in that matchup against Zooro. And I know this is like very focused on like a single matchup. You have to worry about other matchups as well. But I just want to say Zooro is a very, very tough matchup against Pudding. Pudding has a hard time with that matchup. Doesn't mean you can't win. But here's what I'm going to say, guys. Putting down bodies like Pudding, putting down bodies like Paraspero, going into the Katakuri, the 6-cost Katakuri, and then just gaining life after life after life, pushing back their characters to life we don't want to see anymore. I feel like this is the way. I know a lot of people don't agree, but I do feel like this is the way. And that's also why I really like Satori, even though he's not even searchable in this deck list, right? He's not even searchable by the event or the Charlotte Pudding or the Paraspero. But guess what is searchable? These 9-cost Linlins and these 10-cost Linlins. These will probably be a lot harder to play, but hey, it's still, the option is there. 2 other cards I want to talk about. Like I said, I think Sovereignty is okay, and so is Queen. Queen is another card, and it's technically searchable. Whoops. I messed it up. There we go. It's a very expensive card at the time, currently at the time of me recording this, but hey, I think it should go down in price soon once the PRB stuff starts to hit. But here's the thing. This card is very strong, and it is searchable by this event. However, that's not really what makes it strong. It's the fact that you're able to. It's the fact that you'd be able to cycle out certain cards. Like you'd be able to trash this and draw 2, pretty much, right? Because it draws 2 and then trashes 1. A card like this, or potentially a card like this, would be something you'd want to trash. Just searching for your 9-cost Linlins. Bounce their cards off the board. Always go for the board, and then sustain like that. Play out little blockers like this. This is solid as well. Another card that I was going to say, so the other card, other than Queen, was going to be the Sanji I was talking about earlier. We are running this Sanji. However, okay, I've got an idea. However, let me say this real quick. This card's not great unless we're losing Dawn. That prompted my next idea here. Instead of running this 10 cost 12k Kaido Lin Lin, we might actually want to run this card. This is searchable with the event. It's not searchable with Pudding and Perospero, but that's okay. This is searchable with the event here. Pause and read these if you don't know what they do. And this would actually turn on the effectiveness of our Sanji later in the game. As in, like, you know, not on the turn we play this, but on the turn we play this, it's okay, pop your character and swing 10 into another character. So we can pop their character that's active that we can't attack into normally, and then we can swing into their character that's rested, and then boom, that's 2 characters gone and a 10k bodies on the board, and that might open up more possibilities for our Sanji. Okay, I understand. I usually don't spend this much time on a deck that I've only, you know, done a single game for this video, but I just wanted to say, guys, I do think there's some pretty decent options here. The 0 cost events are just good. You know, it is what it is. Let me see if I type in 0. Okay, that didn't really. Oh, it kind of did. This is what I was looking for. You might want to try the purple one, but at the same time, the yellow one can just win a game by itself sometimes. But this one, you know, the point is the triggers, right? We're talking about the triggers. They both have a 0 cost 3k effect. But the trigger is what differentiates the two, because neither are going to be searchable. This is a Straw Hat Water 7 card. This is a Sky Island card. So neither are searchable by the event or the characters. So you kind of need to judge it based off like how good you think the trigger will be. Well, Gum Gum Jet Gatling's trigger is actually pretty good for us ramping Dawn to get into our bigger characters. In the rare case where you don't get Katakuri on curve, or a Boncray Bentham, or like a Viola to help out with your Dawn ramp, maybe you get hit and something like this is in your life. Who knows? It might be worth messing around with. Whereas like for the highest possible like high roll situation, if by chance this is the last card in your life, as rare as that will be in a deck like this, it could save you, right? It could save you. All right, really cool stuff, guys. This list seems very fun. I'm a big fan of Purple Yellow Pudding. I have been enjoying this quite a bit. It's not quite my style, but it's still very fun. Just ramping straight to 10 and dropping a 10 Lin and saying, hey, you figure it out, dude. It's on you. All right, I dropped a 10 Lin. Your turn. You know, like I said, it's their turn to figure it out. But yeah, I think this card is very powerful, and it's worth it's worth building the entire deck around. I do wish there was a way they had made this, you know, Animal Kingdom Pirates ally or something like that, where you could run this card in there as well. But probably not, because it has the winged brackets. I don't know. They have to find a way to figure it out. Anyway, all right, that's enough rambling for today. Appreciate everybody for sticking around this long if you did to watch this this game of One Piece. And if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please do not hesitate to put them down in the comment section below. Okay, now let me go ahead and put up the playmat screen here. Big shout out to everybody who supports the channel. Thank you guys so much for buying the playmats. I just shipped out one earlier today before recording this video. Those things still sell randomly just here and there, and it's been awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting me in that way. I hope you guys are enjoying your playmats. And before we go to the patrons page, I just want to say thank you to everybody who just watches the channel, subscribing. We just hit the 10,000 subscriber milestone. This has been a surreal experience so far, guys. It's hard for me to even believe that this channel has grown the way it has, guys. I really do appreciate everybody for in whatever ways you've helped. Okay, and then last but not least, the patron page. Big shout out to everybody who's just donating money, trying to help me out here. I did not update this one. Sorry, guys. I will update this one. Someone has recently. In fact, I think 2 names have. Okay, I don't want to mess with it in the middle of the video, but 2 more names have been added to this list, and I will add them as soon as this video ends. So big shout out to everybody who has been supporting the channel in whatever ways you have. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And hey, if you're going to use TCGPlayer, please don't forget to use the affiliate link. That could help me out big time. I'd really appreciate that. All right, and that's it, guys. I'm done. And yeah, until next time. Peace.